I cannot tell you, now if I mentor people, I look at their presentation and the guys, their revenue line on their startup goes like this. And the women go like this, and for the exact same business. And I don't think that means anybody's lying. It's just, you say to a guy, you say to a woman, you think we should do A, B, or C? And I think what we do, and I'm guilty here, although I'm working on it, is women are very genuine. So we'll say, well, I think this is a really hard decision. I mean, let me make it more tangible. Honey, should I wear the red dress or the black dress? This is a terrible question to ask a man because he cannot get it right. If you say, wear the red dress, what will I say?
Oh, I wanted to wear the black one.
You don't like the black? No. And what we want is, we want you to say, well, I think this is like a really hard decision. I mean, on one hand, think about the party. Like the black is so elegant, and and yet the red, you'll stand out. You look so beautiful in that with your dark hair. Like I don't know, like what kind of mood are you? I mean, we want to do that. But in business, that doesn't work because somebody will say, you think we should do A, B, or C? And what we want to do is to say, well, I don't know. I mean, like on one hand, A, blah, 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 and then there's B, and then there's C. And, we're doing it, and the guys at the table are like going, oh, my God, you've got to be kidding. And what men do, which cracks me up, is you'll go, do you think it's A, B, or C? And the guys will go, B, it's obvious. And I think, you've got to be kidding. You're just faking it. But I think the same thing happens in starting businesses. Like you say to guys, well, you think you're like really ready to be an entrepreneur because you're 12 years old. And the guy will go, you've got to be kidding. I've got 12 years of experience, I'm the oldest child, I've run my family, I had a lemonade stand, I'm like totally ready to go. And you would look at me, I mean, I didn't start Communispace till I was 43. And I always thought I needed to like marinate more. I didn't know if, somebody would say, well, are you ready? And it's like, well, I've only managed 1,000 people. I keep thinking maybe, like if I managed 5,000, by then I'd have it all figured out. I mean, I had all kinds of excuses for why I needed to just be really ready. Now, I will say the benefit was, by the time I started the Communispace, I was really confident as a leader. I felt that I had seen everything. I understood strategy. I could look at any spreadsheet and in 2 seconds understand what was going on in the business. So I do think I was a more successful entrepreneur because I did it when I was older, at least in my business. But I do admire my male friends, and I really, really try to not just have female mentors because men teach me that sometimes you have to sit in a room and just take a deep breath and say, look, I know this is a hard decision, but we need to do B. And it's really fun to practice that, and I don't think we do that for ourselves. We need to marinate. We need to think it through. But it's not about capability.
So is it about education?
I think it's about confidence. I think it's about lowering the bar on what you think you need to be successful. I think it's about having people who can help you see that, what's the worst thing that happens? No one will ever give you money that can't afford to give you money. They just won't. And the worst thing that happens is you get a job. It really is. There are many reasons. There are many things that are scary about being an entrepreneur, but none of them is that you feel like you're taking a lot of risk. You worry if the company goes belly up. You worry about having to tell your clients. You worry about if the economy's bad, having to put your employees on the street and all that. But You don't worry like, oh, I'm going to lose $82 zillion and I'll never work in this town again. So I think we need to help women. Like at Communispace, my goal is I'm trying to get 100 CEOs out of the company. And I say that all the time, and there are a lot of women who will look at me and go, I'm going to be one of those. I'm going to be one of those. So I think we just need to help each other, because I think we're wired differently, and we're wired to wait and to be more cautious for the most part.